Know that you are qualified. Know that you are more than capable to achieve whatever it is. Know that you are powerful. You are fully equipped. Know that you got this.
Billion superstar. Whip, too classy for this world.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tiana Ray. If you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. If you are not new, welcome back, gang. You already know the vibes. And on today's topic, we are talking about overcoming fear. So me and my best friend had a conversation and she asked me, how do you overcome fear? Right? So I gave her some tips on how I personally overcome fear against so many things, right? Different challenges that we face in our life. And I simply told her, first and foremost, I challenge that fear. Whatever fear it may be, I challenge it. What do I mean by challenging the fear? I simply ask myself, what are the worst case scenarios that can happen? If I was to stand up to that very thing, stand up to that very giant, chop that thing down to size, okay? What is the worst case scenario that can happen? Now, once I realized the worst case scenario in all different aspects, then I asked myself, is it survivable? Like, for real, will I die? Like, will this actually kill me? Right? So, and let me say this to y'all. Now, I'm not saying like you trying to do something that's going to potentially, cause harm to yourself. That's not what I'm saying when it comes across overcoming fear. Like, you're not about to go slay no actual lions, tigers, and bears type thing and, try to attack a poisonous spider. That's not what we're talking about. I am simply talking about overcoming different challenges that's going to get you to your next. Okay, talk about those fears, right? Talking about those giants, slaying those giants, okay? Simply things that you must overcome in order to get to your next, right? So I asked myself, is it survivable? If it is survivable, then it's like, okay. Then I asked myself, what will be the outcome if I don't move? If I do not stand up to that very thing that scares me, that overwhelms me, that challenges me, whatever that does all the things, if I do not stand up to it, what is the outcome of that? How does that change the trajectory of my life, right? And then once I write that down, then I ask myself, okay, if I was to stand up to this thing, what would be the outcome of me standing up to that very thing, getting to the other side of that? What would be the outcome of that? So you're really writing out the cons of not standing up to it and the pros of actually standing up to it, right? And you got to be honest with yourself. I have to be honest with myself. And simply, like I always like to say, if you don't move, you don't move. It's like one thing I'm realizing about fear, y'all, is that fear will literally paralyze you if you allow it to. Fear will have you stand so stuck, paralyze you, and fear will make you sick too. It's crazy how fear has so much control and power if we allow it that power, right? It keeps us staying in the same position year after year, not making any changes, right? Not making any changes. Another thing I told my best friend was that there's always gonna be in life, when you are always trying to become the best version of yourself, y'all, it's always gonna be 3 people in your car, in your mental car. I made a short about this. There's 3 people riding in your mental car with you. The 3 people is, for one, is fear. Fear got 2 homies, insecurities and self-doubt. 3 people riding in your car. Okay, fear is pulled over to the side with the hazards lights on because fear is trying to figure it out. Insecurity is doing a whole U-turn. Okay, and self-doubt didn't even start the car. Right? They not taking you to your destiny. They not taking you to where you really want to be in life. They trying to figure it out. Right? And then so that's when you have to be the deciding factor. Like, okay, if I do not take control of my mental car, I do not move. I do not go nowhere, right? Because we are the ones who have to essentially, ultimately, be the deciding factor to put the car in drive and drive that thing into the direction that we want to go. You have to really sit and ask yourself, if I do not do this, what happened? Right? And I know it's scary, y'all. I know it's scary. Whatever it is that you have to face and you got to stand up to, but you know it's going to take you to your next. It is something that you are going to have to take baby steps. And that's another thing. That is another thing that I mentioned to my best friend, is that when you are overcoming fear, take that thing in increments. Take that thing in baby bite size. You ain't gotta, when it comes to you standing up to that very fear, you can chop that thing down to size too. And I mean into digestible bites. Do a little bit of it, right? Do just enough that's going to make sure that you are continuously making waves, making strides, right? You ain't gotta jump far into, you ain't gotta do that. But making little baby steps, whatever those baby steps might be for you, right? I remember, I was getting some comments on, I was getting some comments somewhere on the videos, and a lot of people were saying I want to start a YouTube channel, but I'm just so afraid. I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to say. It's just this fear, right? So it's within that same thing, I used to think the same thing, y'all. I'm still, it may not seem like it, but as I'm recording these videos, there's fear behind it. But I'm doing it anyway, because I know if I do not show up and unmask myself, I'm never going to get to the place where I really want to be at, right? So I have to show up, and I have to chop this thing down to size. And I think my worst case scenario fear with this is that simply nobody watches it, nobody likes it. But then I ask myself, okay, if that's the worst case scenario, nobody likes it, nobody watches it, I get a bad comment, is it survivable? It is survivable. And that's how I think about this. And I just keep going. I just keep going at it, and I just keep practicing. That's another thing, y'all. We have to give ourselves permission to fail. And that's what it is. Because a lot of time the fear is, they're gonna laugh at me. They gonna judge me. It's about what other people are thinking about, what they gonna say. We don't feel valuable. We don't feel qualified to talk about whatever it is that we want to talk about. Right? That's what the fear is. The fear of rejection. That's what it is. That's what it is. But the more you put yourself out there and you step up to that plate and just continuously practice, but then also give yourself grace and allow yourself to know that it's okay if I fail. It's okay. You ain't gonna come out that thing just knowing everything. You gotta go through something, right? To grow through something, right? So I hope this video encouraged you to understand that if there is any obstacle or challenges that you are facing right now in your life, but by you standing up to that thing and you chopping that thing down to size and be like, homie, what's up? Because you know that it's going to get you to the other side, because you know it's going to take you to your next level. I challenge you to take it one day at a time. Take it in increments. Take it in baby steps. Whatever it is, take the most smallest step that you can think of. Because when you take the small baby steps, do you know what that does? It causes you to build confidence on the inside of you, Because once you feel confident, you like, oh, homie, what's up? I can do this, right? And the more you continuously take those baby steps, you build in momentum. Now you can show up for yourself because now you like, okay, bet, I can do this, right? You practicing. You're preparing yourself. You practicing to get better and better every single time. But also give yourself grace and allow yourself to fail. Allow yourself to accept that it's okay to fail. It's okay that I don't know it all. It's okay that some people may not like my flow. Some people may not like my videos. Some people may not like what you're doing. It's not meant for everybody. Let me say this too. Everybody is not for you. Okay? Everybody is not going to like what you're doing. Okay? Sometimes you may not like what you're doing. Okay? But I hope this video encouraged you to step up to the plate and to understand that the only way to overcome fear is to stand up to it. Stand up to it. Chop that thing down to size and be like, homie, what's up? Okay? Also, take the smallest baby steps that you can. Because those small baby steps is what's going to build the confidence on the inside of you, build the momentum up on the inside of you. Allow yourself to fail. Accept the fact that it's okay to fail. Is it survivable? And if it is, then you need to step up to the plate. There's a lot of you that have YouTube channels that want to start creating videos. Create the video. Let me tell you something, because even if anybody doesn't like it right now, these videos are forever green. That means this video is going to help somebody 2 years from now. This video is going to help somebody 5 years from now. And that's why I do it. That's why I overcome my fear and I do what I got to do to overcome the fears, the challenges that I'm going through in life, because I know that if I don't do it, I'm going to remain in the same position that I've always been. You got to do something different to see something different. You got to be the change that you want to see. It starts with you. Nobody else can do it for you. That fear is always, fear, insecurity, and self-doubt is always going to be, they always going to be your ride or dies, okay? Not even in a good way, but they always going to be with you in here. It doesn't matter. I don't care how big you get. I don't care how many followers you get, how many subscribers you get. I don't care how big and successful you get. We're all human. We all experience it. It's with all of us. It's just the difference between the people that are successful and they got millions of followers or whatever the case may be. The only difference is that they are deciding who is in that driver's seat. They like, homie, fear, self-doubt, insecurities, baby, y'all gotta get in the back seat. I got somewhere I gotta go. I got somewhere I need to be. Strap up. That is the only deciding factor. So I hope this video encouraged you to stand up to whatever it is that is in the way of your destiny, that is in the way of you literally hitting the next level. Because it's literally right on the other side of fear. It's literally on the other side of self-doubt. It's literally on the other side of self-limiting beliefs. It's literally on the other side. And the only way for you to get there, if you get to the other side, know that you are qualified. Know that you are more than capable to achieve whatever it is. Know that you are powerful. You are fully equipped. Know that you got this. So that's it for this video, you guys. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel, like this video, share this video with 2 of your girlfriends, and also hit the notification bell so you guys are notified every time I come up with a video, which is on a weekly basis. Also, I am still having complimentary coaching sessions for all my girlies who need an accountability partner, a support system on how to maneuver the goals that they may have, that they're achieving in their life. Definitely get in contact with me if that is something that you're interested in. The link will be somewhere down in the description, or you can check the link in my bio as well. So make sure you guys are tapped in with that. Also, make sure you guys are subscribing to my newsletter, my Empower Her community newsletter, okay? Where I send you guys weekly doses of encouragement, motivation, things that I'm personally going through and how I'm overcoming things like fear and self-doubt and insecurities, and just things that I'm just learning out in my life, okay? I'm always here to empower you every single week. So make sure you guys are subscribing to the newsletter. That will be listed down below as well. Yeah, until next time, peace.
You, 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 with my love, oh baby.